Hi everyone, this is Charity with Stamping with Charity, and today I am going to show you how I made this card using some of the products from the Fine Art Floral Suite. This stamp set was from a celebration stamp set, so it is no longer available, but I am going to use one from the Gorgeous Posies stamp set. And of course, you could replace this sentiment with any stamp set that you have. And this is more of a layout than necessarily the products that I used. So let's get started. You will need a piece of cardstock that is 8.5 by 5.5, and you will score it at 4.25. Then I took another piece, and this color is Poppy Parade, but you could replace it with whatever color you want. This is a piece of Flirty Flamingo cut at 1/8 of an inch shorter. So this is, let me grab my ruler. This is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And we will adhere this down using whatever adhesive is your favorite adhesive. And like I said, this will just give you 1/8 of an inch border of your underlying color all the way around. Now I have taken a piece of acetate from that same suite, and this is cut at 3.5 by 4 3/4. You will cut two pieces, one out of acetate and one out of designer series paper. I am going to adhere this piece of acetate down in the middle. I'm positioning it cockeyed and put the adhesive just in the middle, because then when I go to put my designer series paper on top of it, I'm going to position this in the opposite direction. And you may think that's an awful big piece of acetate, that I should try to punch something out of the center. I did try to punch something out of the center, and it did not come out very good, and I don't even know what I'm going to use this for, so this one I'm just adhering down. I'm not wasting my time trying to punch something out of the center. And then I have went ahead and stamped my flower. This is a two-step stamp. I stamped the first color in Flirty Flamingo, and then what I call the highlight, or the second step, in Poppy Parade. And then they have matching dies that you can use to cut those out. I did my leaf in Mossy Meadow, and these colors are in the designer series paper, so I just pulled the Flirty Flamingo, the Poppy Parade, and the Mossy Meadow out. I want to use a stitch circle. This is the medium stitch circle, and then I used a layering white circle from the layering circles. I'm going to stamp the Get Well in Poppy Parade on this and then I'm going to adhere this down to your stitch circle. And I am actually going to adhere this completely down because I want to pop the flower up so it gives it some dimension. Before I do this, I also have a piece of gold foil paper that I've cut. This is a 1/2 inch by 4 1/4. I'm going to adhere this down. Approximately in the middle of the card. It can be up or down. And then I'm going to adhere my circle down. Now I'm going to take my flower that I have die cut out already, and I'm going to pop it up using some Stampin' Dimensionals. And seeing how I want a portion of my flower to be over my circle dies, I am going to position the flower how I want it first. And I think I want it about there. And then I can tuck my stem in, and that is also punched up, or popped up, not punched up, popped up on dimensional as well. And now I am going to take some of the gold ribbon that is in the Forever Greenery, I believe is the suite that this is from, in the annual catalog. Just tying a bow. And now I'm going to take a glue dot. These glue dots are my glue dots left over from Paper Pumpkin, which, if you don't know about Paper Pumpkin, it is a monthly subscription that comes complete every month to your mailbox with all the items that you need. And then sometimes you have some goodies left over, like the dots. I'm just going to pop that ribbon right there. And to take this up one more notch and to pull the gold in, I have some gold enamel dots that I am going to add onto my sentiment. I think 2 of them up there. I always do them in sets of odds and an odd number. Maybe one down here, one over here, one down here. Let's go one down here. And actually, I'm going to move this if I can. Nope, can't. That's going to stay there. Okay. If you want to take this up yet another step, you can always add some Wink Estella to the flower. Just go into the highlighted areas, which would have been the Poppy Parade that you added secondly, and put in a little Wink Estella to make it sparkle. Again, you could change the sentiment up on this card and make it for any occasion. To finish off the inside, I am grabbing my card base. I am going to stamp the flower in Poppy Parade. Put on your highlighted one. And I'm going to highlight in, if I said Flirty Flamingo, sorry, I meant, or Poppy Parade, I'm sorry, I meant you stamp your first color in Flirty Flamingo, and then you come back with a highlighted color and stamp it in Poppy Parade, the same as the front. And you will just adhere this to the inside. And if you have another sentiment that you like, you can always stamp that on this, or you can leave it blank, but now the front and the inside coordinate. Don't forget to add some of your designer series paper to the envelope or stamp to complete the entire look. If you like this card and would like more inspiration, please stop by my blog at thesearemystamps.stampingwithcharity, or you can check me out on Pinterest and YouTube. Thanks for stopping by.